Alrighty, welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy VI, probably the last part of this challenge run. This time I'm not forgetting to start a timer. And last time where we left off, we basically just made it past this gigantic thing. I actually have no idea whether there's any way back from here. So I might just be stuck with what I have in this part. So, either way, I also learned that, hey, I can, as a matter of fact, now go to these other places on the left and right as well. I'm not sure which one I should go first, or last, or next. So let's just keep rolling with Celes here, who has still most stuff equipped. That she still has equipped, I guess. So, next up is going to be... this thing up here. I forget what it's called. Vector. Preemptive attack, we just run away. That's okay. You're going to see Atheist, welcome to you as well. Guardian was the last boss he did after getting wrecked by Poltergeist. Isn't Guardian the one before? So this guy here, what I ended up doing is I just accidentally ran into it because I literally was blind. And I didn't prepare anything. To be fair, I actually have no idea what this thing can do. So if somebody has basically just a general overview over what the boss can do, I would be interested in that. Other than that, I might just go with my standard approach of let's just use 100 magical defense, I guess, and roll with that? Maybe. I mean, that's usually a viable way of going. Oh yeah, I remember, I got killed by getting stopped, and right afterwards I got hit by... Blaster, I think? Which Blaster can be reflected in Final Fantasy V, so this might be an option to use a reflect ring. That's really only one important thing to know, that's what you got killed by, Blaster. I see, so let's see whether Gyre can take this thing on. Casting stop. Oh yeah. Did that actually hit? I think that actually hit. Alright, I mean... if reflect just works like that, that's kinda convenient. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have immunity to that. Probably has a lot of HP, so this might take a while if I just don't switch to the Atma weapon. Might just switch to the Atma weapon to do more damage. But then again, I want to see what it can do first. Shrapnel, which we can block. Fire 3, which gets reflected, I guess. It does get healed by it. Stop, and you get stopped again. I mean, Wall Ring seems to be kind of taking the teeth out of this guy. Also worth noting that he did get healed by fire. Does he have any particular elemental weakness? I wonder. Let's just use the Atma weapon for now and start hitting him. Because Atma weapon at least will deal a good chunk of damage. Poltergeist is basically the easiest of all three. Alrighty. Can work with that. That's the case. I like the music. Really good. Oh, I just noticed something I don't think I've ever noticed before. Oh, shrapnel actually hit. I'm not too worried about it though, because I still have regeneration. Doesn't deal that much damage either. So, one thing I've never noticed before is that he has an axe. Or a halberd, I guess, is more appropriate to name that thing. Like trip. I don't know what that is. And that is probably just because it blends so well into the background, honestly. I'm gonna use a drain sword here for now. It does seem to have a good chunk of physical defense, Psych Trip. I mean, if I get hit by stuff, I'll just see what it does. If it kills me, I will know that maybe I should just stick to the 100% physical, or evasion, I guess. Wave Cannon. Alright, nothing too bad so far. Does damage, but... do I have Marvel Shoes equipped still? Or where does the regeneration come from? Does the wall ring have regeneration on it? Maybe the Minerva does. Oh, Sack Trip does a good chunk of damage, so we do want to switch over to the ring sword real quick. You can stop yourself, I'm okay with this. Hard to see until it takes action. Even then, I always saw the orange blurb thing on the left side, but never actually the entire thing until just now. So basically, me healing up to higher HP is not just for safety, but also Atma weapon deals damage based on how much HP I have. Does the Minerva have... wait, I don't have the... I have the Force Armor on. What does give me the regen? I guess I do still have the other boots. This cannot be blocked. Ooh, that's a load of damage. The second one of this will kill me. So I need to be at least about 1700 HP. So healing does take more priority than I give it credit for until just now. Alternatively, no, actually, that can't be blocked anyways. Flare Star will always hit. Oh, well, we just keep attacking then. He seems to cast Flare, or be able to cast Flare Star every third turn or so, it looks like. I think that was 2 attacks in between. Wave Cannon. Layer 3 gets reflected, he gets healed. Southern Cross, which may or may not miss. I can only tell once it actually does a thing. It did miss. So I'm actually going to equip the Enhancer real quick, wait until he takes his action. Flare Star again. Because I figured he has probably a chance of using Flare Star again, and I kind of want to heal up as quick as I can do this. Regen is really helping, actually. Oh, I'm dead. He can do this every turn, apparently. Rip me. So, in order to survive a Flare Star, I would need 3400 HP. So what kind of equipment did I go with? I still have Dragon Boots equipped here. I do think I went for... oh, I still had Marble Shoes, so I actually had less with Magic Block, but the Magic Block was not really the problem. I could go for Muscle Belt, which gives me 4300 HP. Marble Shoes are really good here. Yeah, actually this will also increase the damage of the Atma weapon, I just realized. So let's do that. This should also shorten the fight. Preemptive attack, how convenient. Bye. Alright, let's see. Atma weapon will help quite a bit. I will get hit more frequently than before. As long as I'm about 3400 HP, I should be fine for the most part though. Yeah, and then I start using the Drainer again, I guess. Also the regen ticks are significantly improved now, which is really nice. Oh wait, my weapon doesn't seem to scale with that thing. That's slightly strange. Maybe it does, maybe it was just a low damage roll. I don't think it does though. This seems to be about the same damage as before. If we just keep this tempo up, I will always attack right after him. That way I get to see whether it hits or not, whether I need to react or not. It also seems like he might have gone through different phases. Like initially he just attacks. Then he casts stops once in a while. Oh, that's right. I had a wall ring. I forgot about that. Rip. He only used Flare Star in the last section though, so I guess we can't use Marvel Shoes, maybe. Maybe I was just unlucky with the Flare Star. Alrighty, we have a slight problem here. Or do we? I could use oh, we don't have a Fire Shield, do we? Does Ice Shield absorb fire damage? Nullify? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering about. Then I could switch to the Ice Shield in mid-combat. Because I forgot about that. Great to see you, Domi. Thank you for the good luck. I can definitely use that. I definitely need the wall ring here. It's not really much of a thing. Oh, good luck on thing. Hey. Hey PJ, welcome back. And also, thank you very much for the host and the raid. Welcome everybody. Thank you for the good luck. I can definitely use that because I don't really know too much about Final Fantasy 6, and this is a challenge run where I'm only allowed to use 4 characters. So I have 2 characters solo running to the statues here. I went up to the statues in the final section of the game, and now I'm working forward. If you have any idea or any suggestion about the game, backseating is absolutely allowed here because I'm simultaneously trying to essentially learn the game, just kind of know as much about it as possible. So feel free to tell me things if you'd like to. If not, just lean back and relax. And welcome everybody. Hope you're having a pleasant day so far, and anybody who does not know PJ Caesar, he's awesome. Just really, really great. Check it out in his channel, or just watch some of his GDQ runs, such as Mohawk and Headphone Jack. That was really awesome, by the way. Thank you for the host and the rating. Welcome everybody. And also, Andralphus, thank you for the 32 rounds in a row support. Welcome back. And well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much, Andralphus. You like Dino Forest? I don't actually really know what Dino Forest is, to be honest. But this guy currently can stop himself, so I'm okay with this. The problem is, on my earlier attempt with the wall ring, was that he decided to start using Flare Star, and I can't block the Flare Star. And I didn't have any resistance against it either. So right now I'm hoping that the Ice Shield will nullify fire damage, which I don't know whether it does. We'll see. Lizard Sword might be more damage than Atma at this level. He's weak to ice, I guess. We can try. As I said, backseat gaming in this case allowed. I want to know as much about the game as possible. Maybe even AI scripts and phases and rounds and such. Oh. Because I'm really curious. Nope. Maybe if it procs, but that's what we only use ice one anyways. Oh, by the way, this is a challenge run. I'm not allowed to be using magic or Espers for that matter. I cannot even equip the Espers. Even if it would be nice to customize the stats a little bit, I cannot equip them. It's kind of for reference. T-Rex and Brachiosaurus in World of Ruin. Oh, I see. I used those to level quite a bunch. Thanks to Realm having control, those were super easy to take down. Alrighty, where's my... Did you put the Atma weapon all the way down? That would be mildly awkward. Hello! There's my Atma weapon all the way down. Jeff, thank you! Thank you very much and welcome back for 5 rounds in a row. Well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much. Welcome to you as well, Demork. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. It's a place next to where you find the feral kit. I guess so. It's only weak to poison. Alrighty, that's good to know. Oh, it scales with level and HP. I see. I just know that if I have like 1 HP on my character... Ooh, this might be bad. No, doesn't matter. I just know if I have only 1 HP on my character, I don't deal a whole lot of damage. He can still attack. He might go into the second phase now. No, not yet, I guess. Marvel shoes are probably not worth grinding for. I do have Marvel shoes actually. So we are switching over to the ice shield if I find it. There's the ice shield, which hopefully nullifies Flare Star. Am I going to use the next potion? Only have 8. Only have 6 elixirs. Let's use one. Next potion heals your HP to full. Am I allowed to use rods? There is basically an optional challenge where it says don't use rods. Oh. Medio? Oh, it missed. Oh, that's neat. The optional challenge basically says don't use rods. I'm going to go for the enhancer for now. And I'm taking the optional challenge, so you can technically if you'd like to. Let's see whether it actually nullifies it or not. Else I might just use the force shield. It does nullify. Nice. Okay. Maybe I want to push through this phase as quick as I can, so I should likely use the Atma weapon, which is probably all the way down again, isn't it? Let's see. There's the Atma weapon. Let's just put the Atma weapon further up in their list. That way it's easy to access now. Yes, the way I use the rods is I literally just whack enemies with it. Works pretty well. S-Cross, which actually should heal me. Because it's... No, it doesn't heal. Wait, S-Cross is fire damage, even though it looks like ice. I guess he only uses fire. Arrow, that probably will hit. Ooh, a good chunk of damage too. Is her magic eating skill allowed? Yes. I can use that. Right now I don't see much of a reason because you can't eat Flare Star for that matter. He's real fast right now. And I don't deal enough damage, and he will heal himself with fire 3. A mild problem. Wave cannon. That doesn't deal that much damage, does it? Still substantial. As cross will be nullified. And hey Domi, I was not at HEQ, no. I don't have quite enough money to justify such a trip right now. Arrow. Okay. That's the downside of not using a force shield. I have significantly less magic block. If I had a thunder shield, arrow would be nullified, but I don't have that. Oh, he counters with fire 3, it looks like. I guess that's what it is. Probably? S-Cross is nullified. You just noticed the Grimer at the top. It's great. I love Grimer. It's so happy. But actually, let's put it this way. While I could Runic, I can't attack at the same time as I can use Runic, so... Unless there was something that would get reflected but doesn't get Runicked, I don't think there's much of a reason for me to use Runic. And yes, this is the Super Nintendo version. I don't really care much about Poison overall, but I just really like Grimer because... Look at that giant smile. Wave Cannon will be a little bit of damage. Here's a Grimer smiley. Yeah. Fire 3 will get reflected, which I just need to deal enough damage in order to push through, I think. Which eventually should work out. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly dangerous that he can do. Unless Meteor was actually missing last time. Wow. Alright. Take that back. The Meteor missed last time. Kablam! Wait to make me eat my words. Block, please. We have about a 40% chance to block, I guess, which is not the greatest. It's nullified. Where do you get a fire shield from, by the way? I just noticed I don't have a fire shield. I only have ice and thunder. Fire shield would be so much nicer right here. Lock gives you one if you beat Phoenix Cave. I see. I don't actually know where Phoenix Cave is. Is that where you go because Strago has a quarrel with somebody or something? Oh, it missed. Oh, that's awkward. You should have one? I don't think I have one. Crossbow miss. Phoenix Cave is the place where it's split into two groups. I see. Yeah, I didn't do that. Because I didn't really have much of a reason to go there. Did I go back to Doma? No, I didn't. I skipped going to Doma because I had another sword for Zion that I gave him because I wanted to the Colosseum. Oh, it missed. I thought he would block it if it misses. Well, that's awkward. Going to wait a second to see what he does. None, let's just attack then. I guess some of those attacks are counter attacks or so. Victor, or it's just kill Kefka? Yes, Kefka is the goal in the end. Stop using fire! I mean, in theory, he would eventually run out of magic. Yeah, no, I didn't do Doma, because I didn't feel like I had any need to... Oh, that missed, that's nice. I don't know how Meteor works, but I guess we just blocked that by chance. I didn't think you could block Meteor, because you can't block in Final Fantasy 5. just a game I'm far more familiar with. What are the rules for Realm's unique skills? You can't just use her skills. There's not really much of a reason not to, I would say. Oh, it missed. How convenient. We should get him soon, though, in theory, unless he heals too much. Flare star is 0. And yes, anything that isn't magic on is generally usable. Optional challenges are items that use spells. I do use actually warp stones, because that would just be silly. Also because I did lose this save briefly, that about 3.5 hours of progress aura lands. Neat. Because I lost about 3.5 hours of progress, I decided to just grab Mog real quick and run through the stuff I've already done before. Aha! She just slides down the side. Good job. Alrighty. So, get a white cape and marble shoes for no charm bangle for now. Back to enhancer and the force shield. That way we have max magic block again, and I'm going back to save. Realm works well with heal rot. It does. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have a ribbon. And I can't use smoke bombs because we can't do the thing here. Uh-oh. But I should be able to block literally everything by the Marlboro as well. We should be fine, I think. I think you can block his breath. His bad breath. He can also sneeze me, and I'm okay with that. Meteor? Oh. You can't block that one. 1000 is okay for now. Let's get rid of the Marlboro first. Try to anyways. Are you not dead yet? Okay, it just attacked. I really don't know whether you can block the Marlboro. I think you can, but if I can get rid of him first, I would like to not risk it. That's the second attack, or the third attack by the Behemoth, which means next round I think he can use Meteor again. Means I probably will want to go ahead and use the Drain Sword to heal up a bit. Oh yeah, for Stragos you can use blue magic essentially. Because that's his thing. You can argue with that Terra's and Zealous thing is that they just naturally learn magic, and so you should be able to use the magic they learn naturally. That's kind of part of the fun that you make for yourself. Do you allow yourself to do that or not? If I were to do this challenge again, what I would do is I would allow myself to equip Espers in order to modify my stat gains. That is something I would do. Which 4 am I using? I'm currently using Zealous, as you might be able to see, Cyan, Realm, and Adhere. Alright, I'm not too worried about this encounter anymore then. I was initially really worried because of the Marlboro that I figured could potentially just straight up kill me because of all the status effects. But thankfully it never tried. I don't know whether you can block it or not, but At this point I didn't have to figure out. That's nice. Alrighty. We have completed this side of the statue place. I'm actually curious what's further on ahead, so I'm just going to keep walking with Celas for now, just to see. Alrighty, 103 statues is done. Could you not give me this encounter again? Oh, alrighty. What I know is I need to kill the guy in the back, the behemoth, in order to be able to run from this encounter. Alternatively, I could just try and finish it, but this takes a while. And you know what? Speaking of taking a while, let's just use Atma weapon instead. Oh no, it's at the bottom again, isn't it? Boarding. Oh, that's because the aura lens is here. I see. Speaking of which, I need to see how good that thing is. Echo screens? Why do I even have any echo screens? I figured it could have been here, since there's at least one spot open, but usually it goes all the way down. Nope, it's not here. Looking for A. Up my weapon, there it is. Would have arguably already faster. Oops, not the enhancer. If I used just the enhancer instead. Yeah, guys, I equipped the Morgue Esper. It grants you +2 handsome. I can use that. The Morgue, thank you so much for 17 months in a row support. Welcome back to you. Well, I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Thank you so much, the Morgue. That's really nice of you. So essentially there is various enemies in this game that just kind of prevent you from running. Instead of the formation that you cannot run from, it's the specific enemy that you cannot run from. So in this case, the behemoth does not makes it impossible for me to run from it. So my goal is to just kill it in order to be able to run, and then we go on. Or I could try and just get the experience from this encounter too. It is a lot of experience for that matter. Wow. Or I could die too. That is a possibility. Because I didn't have the enhancer equipped, I have 20 magic block less, which translates into about, I don't know, 17 or 18% less chance to block. Which, realistically, it's really unlucky that I get hit twice in a row right there. Meteor you cannot block. Oh. You know what I'm going to do? So the thing is, if I die and then restart from there, I'm going to run into the same encounter again and again every time I die. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to reset, and this will change up the encounter I'm going to run into. Good thing I saved? Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what I'm looking for. I should also check how much experience she would need for another level up here. Also, before I go on, let's start organizing the menu a little bit. I'm just going to go ahead and start putting stuff all the way at the bottom that I'm not gonna need anymore, probably. Oh, you can't. You can only go pages with L and R if you are not having anything selected, so that's mildly awkward. Now where was the Atma weapon? It was around here, wasn't it? There it is. Hey Zephyr Blaze, welcome, how are you doing? Alright. Go back real quick to save, just so we save the inventory. You can in battle, which was by the speed of 50%. Really? I bet I tried that. and it didn't work, but maybe I just imagined things. Oh, there's another save point. Well, that would have been way easier. Oh, I see. Where do I go back here? Oh. Curious. Alright. Let's just reset real quick, because we are right at the save point right there. You just finished your 4-character challenge yesterday. Nice, congratulations. Which characters did you have? Alrighty, now next, which one do we choose? Oh. Oh, I never went down to push the button, did I? Alright, let's go with Realm and Zion for now. Also, we are very close to the end at this point. Lock Sabin, Stragos Realm. That sounds like quite a powerhouse. Nice. Yeah, there's no door. Whoopsie. Aw, I'm a dummy. Sabin is definitely quite monstrous. Adhere is really good too. Well, that helps. Sabin got calmness. Aw. Rip. There. Here. Have your doors. Silly people needing doors rather than going through walls. And then, shouldn't really matter because we run away too quick. Probably. Maybe. Alright, we're fine. So, I just would like to not run into the Oscar encounter, please. You sign up for a new one, and it's kinda free. Terra Edgar Salas Shadow. I wouldn't call that free, but Edgar always strong. Shadow, I guess, is really good too. Alrighty, so either way, what I need to do is I'm going to remove the Charm Bangle and the White Cape. And I'm also going to remove the Force Shield and Force Armor from you for now. So that way the others can use that stuff now too. I'm going to continue now with you guys. You get the Force Shield and the Force Armor. Straight off Sword is fine. What do you get? Man-Eater. Right, I still have the control on you. I do. So we're going to be still fighting some stuff along the way, aren't we? Maybe. Maybe. How much experience do you need? Oh, 155. Yeah, we are going to fight at least one battle. Maybe two. Coronet? I could give her the Coronet. That's actually true. To make controlling enemies easier. And yes, can't prove Excel team that was actually mostly coincidence, in that I wanted somebody to go with Cyan. Oh, that is already here. Let's get one more fight real quick. I just wanted to do somebody to go with Cyan, and Realm seemed like a good choice for that. What are the specials here anyways? Gamma rays. It missed itself. I don't know what a gamma ray is. Leftlin, thank you for the host, I appreciate that, and welcome everybody. Hope you're doing well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you guys doing? Well, gamma rays just don't do anything. Let's go. Fun fact, I could now finish this thing with just this guy, as long as I don't use any attacks that remove control, it will still be fine. Hey Lefton, thank you for the good luck and welcome everybody. I hope you're doing well. Greetings to you, Ghost Eye. Hello, welcome. I hope you're doing well as well. By the way, Ghost Eye, real quick as a heads up for you, because you're probably most interested in that. I considered continuing after this, Evoland 2. Galleon, that's annoying. I don't want you guys. But the thing is, I'm not going to continue Evoland 2 today, because I feel like my throat just is not up to the task of voice acting, so I will, as my next thing, start a Final Fantasy V Solo Cactus Solo Chop Challenge. And there's also a straw poll floating around. What are those guys? There's also a straw poll floating around, which you might be able to choose which character you would like to see next. Can I kill those? Oh, you can! Wow. Can you blaster yourself? Yep. Rip. Alrighty, so... No. Oh, I never equipped anything on you either. Haha. So I could give you a muscle belt for increased HP. What do I want to give you? I don't even know what I want to attack with you, because on bosses I'm gonna do this other way around. Kay is going to attack with Marvel Shoes and Genji Glove. And I'm gonna give her the appropriate rods. I actually don't know what this thing has of weakness, if it has any weakness at all. So we'll figure that out. That turd is really good. What is an Oath Whale? Doom is ice. So ice weak, I guess? I see. Alrighty, you get... Ribbon and... Didn't I have a second set of Marble Shoes? I do. Alright, let's see whether this is going to work or not. He does ice stuff, he's weak to holy. He's weak to holy, that's actually good because we have a pearl rod and, well, something random, I guess. Does he absorb anything in particular? Like, should I use a Punisher? I don't even know what kind of element the Punisher does. Either way, this is going to be our loadout, and thanks to Celas standing on the save point, we can just briefly switch over to Celas, save, take one step forward, and try to take this thing on. So this is Doom. Apparently he does ice stuff. And K is going to just attack. And cross, which freezes somebody. It best be frozen. Well, that's awkward. Because there's not a whole lot I can do about that, is there? Ice 3 doesn't do a whole lot of damage. I can't unfreeze her because I can use fire. Ice 3 again. The Punisher doesn't have an element. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Basically, I figured maybe the Punisher items or attacks would be more useful in that case. Maybe I shouldn't use a Genji Glove because it is weak to something that we have, Pearl Rod. But I kind of like the idea of Kate just wielding 2 rods and smacking enemies until they die. Oh, she will thaw eventually. Oh, she does. Nice. I'm actually kind of curious what Sketch does against this guy. Ooh, nice to see you. Indeed. He does so much damage with just poke attacks, it's crazy. I'm actually going to sketch him just to see what it does. Also, that Ice 3 really does not do a whole lot of damage. Just an attack. Does it do anything else by chance? I know it can do a variety of things usually. Don't know what it can do in this case though. Oh, he's blinking. Use auras shaking. I'm going to defend with Cyan, hoping that it might... Oh. Force field. Wind is ineffectual. I'm not sure what that means. Are you suddenly having a lot of dodge? Oh, I think he has a lot of dodge all of a sudden, so... It's going to be really difficult for K to hit him. So maybe Sketch is actually the way to go now. Reverse polarity. Well... Sketch doesn't care about polarity, but Cyan doesn't want to be in the front. Force field. Poison element is ineffective. Hi to Ali, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to try and see whether I can hit him now. Nope. I guess what I would change up is instead of Marvel Shoes... I guess no, instead of the Genji Glove I would have K use... Sniper Scope instead. I think that would make more sense. Then she could also use an Ice Shield to absorb Ice Element, which damage seems not to be much of a problem right now. I say as I get a hit. Oh, now we can hit him again. Good. Demon Rage. Oh. Oh. Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Reverse polarity. I guess he is in the front row. Also, Phoenix down. Yes, image. That's a lot of image charges though. I'm gonna do this here. I will equip the greatest, which should deal more damage overall. You'll probably have to revive her. Oh, or not. Oh yeah, that's true. The greatest is also Holy Element, or the Gladius. I forgot about that. And we get a Sky Render. What is a Sky Render? Oh, is that a science weapon? Image has a 50% you think of being dispelled every time. Or every hit. Oh, interesting. So I got really unlucky then. Oh, it is. Ah, it has evasion. Unfortunately, that's not useful. But more damage. A little bit. That's cute. Does it have anything special going for it? I wonder. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Either way, this guy was no problem. If I remember that Gladius had Holy Element earlier, or at all actually, I didn't remember it until I saw the high damage number, I would have definitely chosen the Gladius. Maybe it's 25%? Oh, it's 25% for Image to Dissipate, so... all that was still a solid like 8 or 9 hits until it disappeared. Alright, that's good to know. I appreciate the information. Once again, I'm looking for all the kinds of information that I can get, and I'm happy to learn. Thank you very much, guys. So, I'm going to remove those guys, or those things here. Actually, you can keep those, that's okay. So, remove those two. And now... last but definitely not least, Leffy, who just hosted us earlier. Leffen is going to go and take on the last one. Oh, we have 2 force shields. I forgot about that. You currently have Zephyr Cape and Zephyr Cape, which you might as well use a Zephyr Cape and the Void Cape for a bit more defense. Goddess is a mess, especially solo. I had no idea what was waiting for me where. So we'll see. Zephyr Cave, yes, that's your cave. Also, might as well use... I was actually starting to worry that I would run out of smoke bombs, but I feel like it might just be the perfect amount in the end here. Goddess is a mess, especially solo. Alrighty, we'll see. By the way, is there any way to get back from here? Or am I just kind of locked in here at this point? Just switching through so I get to save. Alrighty, I have no idea what's Goddess can do. This is 100% twist or block, so to speak. I think you're locked in. Maybe Celas could leave. Let's see. You never actually tried to leave this late? Me neither. So, do I want to change anything up? I'm actually just going to go ahead. Equip the... Aura Lance, I guess? Aura Lance seems to be dealing a lot of damage. Is Aura Lance Holy Element, by the way? I feel like it is. I'm just going to go in, see what she does, what is unblockable, because we have 100% block right now. So if there's something we can't block, we will see soon enough. Also, I forgot actually. I completely forgot he has tools. Let's see what happens if we attack. Any counter attack? Not right now. Hold 2, we block that, so lightning for now. Would be kind of fitting because the other guy was ice and fire, so this one is lightning. So thunder shields would work already for those things. Charm would be really bad. I assume that confuses. So I would need either ribbon if I want to use the thunder shields. At least a ribbon. Just bolt so far. Biggest problem is Quasar later on. What does Quasar do? I assume Quasar is unlockable. I've heard the name before, I don't remember what it is. Lots of non-elemental damage. I see. Flash Rain. Harms the same thing Shadowknock uses. I have to admit I don't know what that does then. Charm confuses, but it's different than Muddle. You can't protect against it. But I just blocked it. Oh, you mean you can't protect against it with Ribbon? Oh, take care, Cancer CC. I hope you have a pleasant day and take care. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, didn't read what that was. Curse will be on you forever. Oh. Oh. Oh, this is bad. I could use a relic in order to avoid dying to a countdown timer, I think. Overcast. Yeah. Just have to kill her fast now. Maybe I need to rely on not 100% magic block and just go with other stuff instead. So far, if I just had a thunder shield, I would be mostly fine. So actually in the end, it might have been better if I did in fact get the dragon horn, interestingly enough. Annihilated. Hey Ricodactylus, welcome, how are you doing? So, we need to be faster, or we need to have some form of defense against that. Thank you for the good luck, I cannot use that. So, One thought is just trying to jump over everything, but I don't think that is terribly efficient or effective. Another thought is to just use the marble shoes to go on faster. Hope that we just get lucky instead. Just making some homemade chicken soup. Nice. Enjoy. And hey, Stasi, welcome back. Haven't you asked this question already? The same challenge still. It's basically a 4-character challenge to complete the entire game with. And for that you can go to the FF6 Winter Challenge page that is right over here and check it out if you'd like. But yeah, thank you. So Marvel Shoes would have me lacking about 7 magic block. Which odds are that we might be better, and those do give me haste, which is kind of a big deal potentially. So is she weak against anything in particular? Like, can she get poisoned by Bioblaster? Let's actually just try it, I guess. No weaknesses? Alright. No problem, Stasi. And welcome to you. Hope you're doing well. So we don't have a perfect block right now, but we are really fast. Well, really fast is probably the wrong way to describe it. It's more like we are really fast overall. I mean, I'm literally just holding down the A button rather than trying to do any strategy. Relic Ring? Yeah, I actually know that Relic Ring protects against the countdown thing because I already did that against the Skull Dragon earlier. But I was wondering whether, since Quasar seems to be a huge problem as well, whether that might help. Oh, Quasar is here. It looks fancy. Woo! We survive it! Here's what we do. I'm going to exchange the Force Shield. No, I'm not gonna. I was going to exchange it, but we survive a Quasar. That's good. So, I don't need to be that fast. Well, we barely survive a Quasar. Wait a second. Did I just use... Oh, I used an X-Ether. Whoopsie. I meant to use an X-Potion. Silly X-Ether, why do I even have you? I was really confused for a second there. It didn't heal? Am I undead now, or did she put a healing curse onto me? Nah. Either way, we survive a Quasar, which is kind of a big deal. Overcast, on the other hand, is just what we try to outdamage. But at the same time, I can just use the Relic Ring. Now that I know that we survive a Quasar. Probably. It might have been actually a low roll and I got lucky. In which case I would end up wanting to use the Giant's Belt or whatever it's called. Hey PK Scratch, welcome to you. Just in time for the end? Something like that. Indeed. Welcome to you. Muscle Belt, there we go, that's the one. So, if Quasar is only barely survived, so to speak, Muscle Belt might help. On the other hand, let's actually just try it this way. I'm gonna go ahead, use Relic Ring, just so we survive the thing. I'm still going to use Marvel Shoes. Relic Rings protects from the overcast. Oh, right, no Marvel Shoes. But yes, Marvel Shoes. I'm going to use a Thunder Shield. Let's see how this is going to go. Charm will be my biggest concern now. Yeah, she didn't seem to do it anymore. Oh. That's unfortunate. She didn't seem to do it anymore after I dealt a certain amount of damage. Oh! 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 Oh... Yeah, for anybody who does not know what is just happening, so the Relic Ring makes me undead, and Marvel Shoes give me the Regen status, which deals damage to me now. Which is less than ideal. He just blocked the attack against himself. That's interesting. So either way, he is now considered attacking himself. Now weak against water. Does actually remove my invulnerability to lightning? No, it doesn't. Well. Yeah. Yeah, he's charmed, which is an annoying status effect apparently. Edgar is drunk again. Is the goddess the head at the bottom the woman is standing on? I have no idea. Probably it's more like she's standing on the line, so the top part is probably the goddess, I would imagine. So, alrighty. Different plan. We still want the relic ring. But in this case, I'm gonna go and use... Ribbon? Ribbon doesn't protect, does it? Use the muscle belt. And we are going to use Thunder Shield. Safety bit. What is a safety bit? I don't think I have that. Where do we get it from? PC sell it. Oh, it missed. Safety bit is basically the Enion version of Memento Ring. I see. And give it a heal. Flash Rain is probably going to hit me now. Yep, deals a bunch of damage. Oh, X Potion is not going to be able to heal me now, is it? I just thought about that. Because I'm undead. Quasar. Well, I just hope that you use Lightning Bolt after. I guess, because I can't use Explosion or a bolt. Oh no. Overcast. Well, at least that doesn't matter. So what I want to do is actually remove the Enhancer and maybe use the Drain Sword for now. Love Token. Protect me. No, I don't wanna. What does Love Token... Oh, that's what Love Token does. Does that ever wear off? Okay, that just healed me. You stabbed yourself. Yeah, basically he attacked and then protected her at the same time. Would have been funny if on top of it he blocked the attack as well on top of it. Let's see actually real quick. Yeah, he still... he attacked her, blocked for her, and then touched. Oh, that healed full! How convenient. Yeah, apparently that protect me thing still is there. Offering ignores love token. It might. This is one weird fight. It is. But the Thunder Shield seems to absorb most of the things. Really the only concern is Charm, which might still miss. He's just being a gentleman, it apparently so. I mean, she doesn't heal, so we might be fine-ish. It really is just a single charm spell that will turn everything on its head. I like how it just kind of drills into the beast's head or something like that. Alrighty. That wasn't too bad, I guess, but I probably also did get lucky, I would imagine. What did I get there? I'm drilling the lion head, not the lady. Come on. Excalibur. Oh, is that what I got? Doesn't seem that good, actually. Maybe it probably has Holy Element, I would imagine. Alrighty. However, we managed to arrive at the end here. So, now... Red jacket for you. You get one of the 4 shields. 15 Hunter, I guess. So I think that is pretty much your final loadout for that. And who do I give the muscle belt to? I want at least one person with the muscle belt. Realm gets the Genji glove. You would have tried Reflecting and spam the ability to make her weak to lightning personally. That's actually a really cool idea. I like it. And then give yourself a drain sword so you can attack yourself but it doesn't matter. Or something like that. That would have been really awesome actually, Kokiko. I like that. Pilgrimage calling, he wants his sword back. Maybe. Not now. Alrighty. Alternatively, I could give him the Aura Lance, but... well, who gets the muscle belt? Who does get the muscle belt? Somebody I don't want to die at all, ever. Probably. I guess really, it's more of a case of who can use the muscle belt without losing too much other stuff. I want you with a hero ring so you start dealing more damage. Does jump work with it? Oh wait, Gauntlet doesn't work in the first place. I remember. Or at least something about it doesn't work. Alrighty, I'm gonna give you Marble Shoes. Ring Marble Shoes. Force Shield, Red Jacket. 91 Magic Block. Alright. Then you'll be the last one to go because I need to use save. I will have a Realm with preferably 2 weapons. So Genji Glove is guaranteed, and also I'm going to give a keep her on the Marvel Shoes. Do I give you the Gradius? Maybe I should. Yeah. Unless... Kefka doesn't have any particular vulnerabilities, does he? Can you poison him or something like that? Or maybe gravity or so? I mean, I know it's many different parts. You would recommend Elemental Shield? Nah. You'll be fine. Maybe. I will leave it. I just want her to use 2 weapons and attack like a berserker. So, you... Puexir. Force shield. Force armor. Actually, I want to equip Celas first. You can use the Minerva. And you could use an Aegis shield. Actually, I would like to have you the Force shield instead, so we give the Aegis shield to Sion instead. Kefka might be weak to self-help books. Okay. So you get the Aegis shield. He's also weak to dirty boots and sand. Yes, on his boots. So she would only need a little bit more magic block for 100%, but at the same time, taking a bit of damage is usually going to be fine-ish. Wait, doesn't the force armor also give you shell and stuff? Hang on, let me look that up real quick. FF6 force armor. It halves the damage from fire, ice, lightning, wind, and earth elemental damage. It can be found at Cultist Tower. Kefka's Tower and drop from Stone Dragon, stolen from Guardian. Can only be equipped by Terror Locks, Edgar Science, Setsusilis. Huh. Doesn't say anything about giving shell and stuff, but it halves damage from elementals. Either way, I'm gonna give you the muscle belt. Actually, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with Celas as a damage dealer, maybe? Realm is really only my only damage dealer in a certain sense. No, Edgar also does damage, so Jair, I guess, is going to go into back row and play support role. Which means, I guess muscle belt is okay in that end. But something that gives you regen is better with the muscle belt. Here, you get regen ring. Force shield gets shell. Oh, the force shield gets shell, thank you. So she does have shell now automatically too. So she now has... basically she is a tank. Almost full magic block, not quite. And then is Marvel Shoes for you? I think Marvel Shoes also on Edgar if I'm not mistaken. And you... maybe a ribbon. Maybe a reflect would be interesting too. And you know what, let's just get ribbon and wall for you. Okay, that's gonna be my loadout. I have no idea how well or not well this is going to work, but we'll see. And thank you for the good luck, Demork. It's going to be rather interesting now. Because I know there's some really strong attacks, but in my casual playthrough I tried to give each character some equipment usually. So I didn't have all the good equipment focused on a single group of 4 characters. I'm curious how this is going to turn out, but I'm also lower level now. Hey Lamber guy, you're welcome. Greetings to you. You're doing well. So, as mentioned before, however, if you have information about the individual pieces of Kefka, feel free to let me know about them, like what do they do, what do they counterattack when they die, which one should I kill first, or what is in your experience the more dangerous ones, what counterattacks at all, stuff like that. If you'd like to. If not, you can just lean back, relax, and let me try to figure it out myself. Don't die, always the best advice. Also, quick note, if you guys would like to vote on what Final Fantasy V solo chop solo character I'm going to be playing next as my next challenge, feel free to vote in this straw poll here. Because that is going to be kind of one of my next series of projects. I want to run through Final Fantasy V with solo characters, solo job challenge runs. And complete all of them except the Berserker. Because you don't want to run with the Berserker. Your knowledge of Kefka's tier is pretty lacking, I see. I just know that if you know a lot of Neo X-Death in Final Fantasy V, you have a ginormous advantage. You know that Quake is a thing in tier 1, but you don't remember why. I do believe that's a death counter. I don't know how strong it is though. Does Gembox Economizer ultimate him? What does Economizer do? And I think the Gembox allows you to cast 2 spells, question mark? Makes spells cost 1. Wow. Alrighty, determine the order. All this is my order. Wexel, Lethe, Dyer, okay, actually... Oh, I need to actually click them. So, I will have Dyer lead, Lethe second, Wexel third, Kishura last. Let's go. You don't have to click them, just if you want the specific order. I figure. So, you just attack this thing and see what happens. A bunch of damage happens and also a counterattack, so that is rather dangerous, I dare to say. Gonna have you use Protect 2. Let's try to sketch that hand, see what happens when I do that. Don't sketch. Aw, really? He's too ugly to sketch, guys. Let's use Runic here, might as well. That thing really likes to counterattack. But he doesn't counterattack the drill, so maybe I should let just him do that thing. Oh, never mind, he does counterattack that too. Oh, that's nice. Wave. Thunder. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, it's 4 parts. I'm gonna go for the hands first. My regen seems to heal enough. I still have Runic going on Celos, which is why I'm not changing up anything right now. But I don't think Runic right now seems to be all that important. Busted haste on itself. Well, that's not so pretty. Shockwave. Ouch, that's a lot of damage there. I feel like we want to take out one part real quick. Oh, there we go, one down. Does this one counterattack? Okay, the top portion does not counterattack. So I think we want to take out the left hand next. Oh, that was not the left hand. You're also running low on potions here. Cyan is the only one who does not have a regen, which is worth noting. Hit this hand. Oh, you want to be in the front row. Everybody wants to be in the back row. Convenient enough, Cyan physically attacking went into the front row just now too. I'm gonna pick you back into the back row though. Let me you attack this. Nice. Yeah, that thing is done. So let's see, what does the head even do? So we have 3 times regen going. I think everybody but Zion is at full health. My potions are very limited. I'm probably just going to use an X potion on him. The head doesn't seem to do a whole lot by itself. I'm just going to use Runic here. Also, Bioblast. I should have done Bioblaster at the very beginning, just to see whether any of the parts get poisoned. Cast save. Okay, try to cast save. Save reduces damage taken by 33%. Just drilling your head, he'll be fine. Slip hit. Dodge. Nice. Oh, I think that's the death counter. How much damage is it? A lot, but we're still fine. That's about 1,000 and some change. So, I think my focus is going to be killing one of the parts as quick as I can. And hit dice last use quick. I know we can also use 10 hits at the bottom there, but it is on which one? The one on the left. Let's kill the one on the left first. Use a potion on yourself for now. Use bio. Wait. No, that's fine. Runic. Alright, so let's absorb that. Okay, also the bottom right part is poisoned. Diffuser. I don't know what that exactly does. Not a whole lot, it looks like. Northern Cross, that was frozen. Nobody seems to get frozen, so that's good. Try to cast stop, but Celos absorbs it. Also, Sign has wall. Runic definitely helps us a lot here, it feels like. Gravity Bomb. It's a lot of damage. Let's heal a little. Ocean really feels like it does so little. Mute doesn't do a whole lot. Nice. The bottom right part can be poisoned. Water. Oh, on all of the guys. Yeah. Gonna use an X potion on Realm. And to also use an X potion on Edgar. Well, at least the X potion went through before. Also, the top part seems to do the thing. This spell. Does that take away? No, it doesn't. Pearl. Well, we are not going to get that through either. But the turn order has slowed down dramatically. Water again. Oh. That's just rude. This spell doesn't really do anything. I feel like he is just spamming abilities because... Oh, alright, finally. Pardon Left is dead. Atomic Ray. I think that's fire-based damage. Not too much. Yeah, let's actually take out that part of the bottom next. Because that part is already poisoned since a while. Okay, there's only two parts left. The dude and the face thing. Delta hits. They do get petrified. You do. And cross. At least you can get petrified and solidified at the same time. Ooh, but you can get solidified. Can you remedy this? Don't assume you can. Iron still seems to be able to move. Not, I guess. I think I don't want to take out the face at the bottom, but at the same time that's going to die almost no matter what eventually. Because that thing is poisoned anyways. So let's take out one of them. I don't know which one is more dangerous. Right, that one didn't seem to have a counterattack. It looks like. So I need to kind of wait until... I guess I can do a little bit of damage. But at this point I want to mostly start filling up Sign's HP. The other ones will regenerate through... well, regen. Probably. The Realm has about 4000 HP, so does Gyre. The other ones have a bit more than 2500. Gravity bomb is from this thing, does about 1000 damage. Let's start attacking the thing. I did not mean to sketch. So what else can I could potentially try to chainsaw it in case it's insta-deathable, but I actually don't want that right now. Maybe debilitator to make it weak against other stuff. Tech laser, you can block that. Doesn't deal much damage though. I'm just gonna use an explosion on you. Now weak against fire. Oh wait, there's more parts left? Oh, there is 2 parts left. I thought there was only 1 left. Never mind. Take out this thing. Which one did you attack anyways? It looks like we are attacking the left one, but I'm targeting the dude instead. I didn't read what it is weak now to. Oopsie. Either way, we need to just make haste and take this thing out first. I thought there was only 1 part left, which is clearly wrong. It's weak to Pearl now? Oh, that's perfect. Realm is going to absolutely demolish that thing. Oh, that's 10 hits, isn't it? We're fine, because it should be dead now. Alright. Try to make this weak to Pearl as well. Delta hit. Petrification, but no damage. Against ice, not what I'm looking for. I'm going to keep Cyan around for... healing if necessary. Speaking of healing, just heal yourself for now actually. Oh, now it's weak against Pearl. Means we can start demolishing it. I still want Realm to get healed up a bunch more though. Oh. Oh, that thing did not have much HP. Alright, I know the top part is the healing part essentially, and it has only about 10,000 HP. Or something like that. Maybe 20. Either way, I want to take out the top part first. I think. Might be actually resilient against Holy. What does this do? Oh, it makes... That's weak. Oh. Well, let's see whether we can make it weak to Holy now. Otherwise Realm is going to have to change weapons. Oh, that missed! Oh, we have to change weapons anyways. Alright. So, Gravity Rod, probably Man-Eater. Man-Eater at least gives you a chance to block stuff. Maybe Punisher. Yeah, let's give you Punisher. Oh, it probably absorbs literally every single element, if I were to guess. And then this annoying. Calmness. It should not deal too much damage to the Cyan if I just hit... Or... Yeah, that's fine. Let's see... Punisher... It's fine. Gravity Rod to heal it. Don't need just non-elemental stuff. Which the Magical Brush would be... Probably. There. Just the Man-Eater. I'm just gonna drill it. And I'm gonna hope you hit the thing correctly. Uh-oh, W went. Oh, it doesn't hit realm at all, it seems like. Stein is going to die anyways, so we should be fine-ish. This thing only has 4000 HP left at this point. With less now, we should be able to kill it with realm. Yeah, that's done. Alright, let's see whether we can debilitate this thing. Ha! Weak against Pearl. How convenient. That's precisely what I was looking for. Because Realm is going to demolish you. Hey Chaos Kitty, welcome. Hope you're doing well. So, they're gonna use Runic. I'm gonna just wait until Iron dies to revive him. Don't kill him yet. Gonna keep you around. Nice block. Pushing for Cyan. Don't kill him yet. I think he will die before. Rain. Oh, that's not good, is it? I'm going to waste the next potion from Edgar. Oh, no, that's fine. Apparently. Is Train basically any status effect thing? Toot toot. Media, oh no. Rip Realm again. Now we start using elixirs, because we don't have any more X potions. Now we can kill him. Kill him! Get him! Ominous. Oh no! Realm! No! Oh no! Ah. Bye, Realm. Rip your DPS indeed. You did well, Realm. Okay, I guess. You did okay. And yes, she still gets deleted even though there's nobody else in the list. Normally, for anybody who does not know, you would get your other characters, the backup characters, just kind of to load up.
Life, dreams, hope. Where did they come from? And where are they headed? These things I'm going to destroy.
Alright, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I want to wait until he uses his attack, I guess. Fallen one, there we go. Fallen one sets us all to 1 HP, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just going to use the 1 Mega Elixir I have here to heal us all up to full. I'll just try to kill him. That's what I'm gonna do. Does he have any particular weakness? Havoc Wing? I don't know what that does. I'm gonna put you in the front row, I think. Just so you can deal damage. Or more damage anyways. Rain. Doesn't seem like it affected much. What does Train even do? Oh. Well, that's a lot of damage. It blinds you, but since blind does nothing, I see. I don't feel like there's much reason or way for me to heal up, because he just deals too much damage in one swing.
The end comes beyond chaos.
What does that do? I'm gonna have you defend for now. Goner? What does Goner do? It telegraphs Goner. Whoa. That looks fancier than it ends up being. He actually survived it. Alright. I am amused. It's the strongest magic attack in the entire game. I guess he just doesn't have a whole lot of magic power then, since it doesn't really seem to do much. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Yes, we lost Realm because Realm got hit by that one attack that just one-shots you. Going to use an elixir on you. I'm going to wait until he uses the thing and then revive Edgar. Or Lethe, I guess. Havoc Wing? Oh, the wrong guy. 2 Havoc Wings? Oh my goodness. Rude. You know what? Let's just attack. And hope that the region does its... Oh, you counterattack! I see how it is. Stop! Seriously, that's just rude. The end comes beyond chaos. Let's see, does it kill Cyan? Because I didn't really pay attention to the number on him. Does. Rain is not going to do anything. Choo-choo! Oh, it's also silences apparently, but since we don't use magic anyway. Oh. Oh, that's bad. He survived it. Unfortunately, Cyan is not going to survive what he is using right now. I'm going to save the last elixir probably for Dire. I need to keep dealing. Oh! Oh, we got it! Okay. We win! Wow, that was a lot tougher than it should have been without Realm. How does that work in the previous phase, by the way? Does he just target the random character with that attack? Then just insta-kills it? Don't forget the screenshots. Indeed. How do I screenshots? That's all. If you see Ultima, he's under 10,000. So Gunner is the strongest attack in terms of pure power, but it doesn't ignore defense like Ultima does. Ah, I see. That's the difference. Calmness, that's a def attack. Yeah, but you can block it, right? It's breaking up! How do we win? Great. I accidentally pressed the print screen button again. Let's see. Oh well, can somebody get that screenshot for me? That would be lovely. I don't even know what I need to tweet, but I figured it out. I'm sure they will accept the clip too. Probably. Gunner doesn't ignore split damage either. If you're by yourself, you will do a huge amount, but if there's a full party, it does more negligible amounts. Oh, I see. Mine just didn't have as much this defense in that case. Hopefully they accept the fact that Realm's not in the party there. I don't think that's a problem. Like, I mean, how much does a single screenshot prove anyways? What does load bearing mean? Live screenshot only, you'll have to just play through it again. Load bearing equals carries a heavy load on it, such that if it were removed, the structure would collapse. Okay. Think of load bearing columns or pillars in buildings. I see, alright. Thank you. Oh, a load-bearing boss. It's an RPG staple where you kill a boss and everything blows up. I see. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely the case for this guy, because he just created everything around him with magics and stuff. Wait! Let's go that way. Now I wonder if it's possible to do a solo character run of this. I was considering that just now as well. The problem I can see is you cannot go back after killing a statue, can you? So you couldn't have that solo character kill all 3 statues by themselves. Like when you played this after Final Fantasy 1 and 2, it really felt like the Final Fantasy. Yeah, that makes sense. You can warp stun it? Oh, you have warp stun, okay. So it does work, so you can do a solo character challenge. Because I'm going to do, once again, I'm going to do a solo character challenge run of Final Fantasy V, solo job, solo character challenge. Feel free to vote on which one, by the way. And I was wondering whether... Final Fantasy VI would be possible. It would just be a bit awkward for the final section because you're supposed to do it with 3 different teams. But it seems like it's possible in that case. The story started with magic being a myth, technology being the norm, and it ends up with us destroying all of magic to save the world. I'm not just missing White Mage, I also... Well, let's put it this way, I already did White Mage. You can see the highlights of that. I also don't have a Thief in there, or Bard, because for the next Solo Cactus challenge, I would like to have a bit more of a relaxed run rather than one that is as insane as the others, so I just kind of took out the most insane character classes. That would be rather tough on that end. You think for a solo character run in Final Fantasy VI you would allow Espers / magic just because you're by yourself? Yeah, I would say so. We're looking for a thief? Yeah, sorry. No thief for now. There will be a thief. But hey, I really like the credits of this game, by the way. Just because it feels so complete. I love how Gogo just tries to imitate everything. Gogo, watch Iron, do exactly what she does. Although there's a little bit of a disconnect. I love how Gogo even imitates the blinking. And then Gogo falls down. No, Gogo! It would have made more sense if Gogo went out the left door and bumped into the wall instead, rather than falling down on the right side. It does nicely medley everybody's themes. It does, yes. Shiny, 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 shiny. Yeah. I actually did not know what happens when you don't collect the character. I guess it just shows you the scene of where you initially met them, or places of their significance, I imagine. One thing I'm starting to notice is that the only characters that are always in those cutscenes here too are Edgar, Setzer, and Zealous, because those are the only ones more or less required for you to have for the endgame. How does Zealous scene work without Lock? I don't know. Setzer takes Lock's place. Oh, I see. That's Genia. Yep. I guess you always get Terra's scene even if you don't get her, because she flies up there. Nah, Shadow is still alive. I did save him on the airship, or well, on the floating continent. More specifically, wait for him. Also, HS has Stragomagus. So HS either stands for Happy Squid or for High Spirits. You choose. You think they're all dead if you don't find them? No, why would they be? The only thing that collapses is the tower. They are just still out there in the world doing the stuff, whatever they are doing. It's just you don't have them currently in the party. Yeah, exactly, they're just not part of the escape. I mean, if they were dead, there would be literally everybody else in the world is dead and only those guys here that we have right now survive? That would be weird. They missed out on saving the world. Kind of depressing that Realm, Strago and Shadow all have the same cut over Thomasa. I mean, it also gives you a bit more of a clue about Shadow's backstory, in case you didn't piece that together yet. I just like those credits. Best ending to an RPG. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Skies of Arcadia's ending is really, really strong as well, though. But this one more or less blows everything else out of the water, it feels like. That's just you. That's fair. That's an opinion. The pass shot. What do you think is the best ending then? I'm curious because this thing is really hard to beat in my opinion. You're just in love with this game's story. So good, I agree. And the thing is, they didn't even have that much dialogue compared to many other games. If you think about it, they were very limited in how much they could put in the game. Also, credits to the translation team, by the way. Because, as some of you guys already know, Kefka is just straight up rude in Japanese. But he is actually insane in English. Just fascinating. Super Mario RPG. I still have to play that game, actually. Hey, Looney Cloud, welcome. How are you doing? Hey, yes, Grunt, welcome to you as well. Maybe late for Final Fantasy 6 ending, but we are going to be continuing with Final Fantasy 5 Solo Character Solo Challenge Run. So if you'd like to vote on which character class it should be, feel free to use the straw poll here. Oh yeah, I would definitely want to play Super Mario RPG sometime in the near future. One of those that is kind of high up on the list. Also, one of those that I will have up for voting as well. But first I will need to complete Evil Land 2. And right now my throat just doesn't feel up to the task of voice acting too well. There was a genuine shock at the jump. Yeah, for me too. For a large portion, me as a kid, I just kind of played through the games. I often didn't even necessarily read the dialogue because I was just too lazy. But I just kind of, when basically I did not manage to rescue Sid and the scene afterwards with Celes, it just kind of made me stop for a while, just like, what? You could make rabbits out of clay? I'm not good at hand forming, I'm super clumsy. Well, it doesn't help that I don't usually do it, so I don't have practice either. I'm sure with practice it would get better, but that would be difficult. Simple stories told well are often better than complicated stories told badly. Well, always actually. Complicated stories does not necessarily equal that they are better. That complicated can just be literally too much, and both told equally well, you might still prefer the simple story for that matter. I usually do, actually. This game is a collection of many personal simple stories. It is, yes. Final Fantasy 4 music hack? Oh, it is, like. I love the blinking of the eyes. Yeah, I recognize that theme mostly from Final Fantasy 4 as well, despite never having really played it, even if it's in all of them. Well then, we have arrived at the end. That was the Final Fantasy VI Winter Challenge. 4 characters, no magic used, no Espers equipped at all. Again, if I were to do this again, I will probably just equip the Espers for the bonus stats. That gives me at least some form of customization options. And I just like that overall. And yeah. You saw the power of Realm with dual-wielding staves. Actually, considering how much damage she did with the Gladius, I think any character who is just like level 57 or so will deal a tremendous amount of damage physically at that point. But the Pearl procs were just awesome on top of it. And I see. Well then, anybody who is leaving right now, Tali, and anybody else, thank you for watching, and I wish you a good night, rest well, and take care. And for the rest, we will be continuing with Final Fantasy V Solo Character Challenge, and I will need to set up some things for that. So we take a short break. actually always like just sitting here and listening to this ending theme. It's so nice.